Hi everybody, welcome to Stampers Club. I'm Karen Tralfa, and today I have a pretty simple card for you. Nothing super fancy. Well, it's fancy, you know me. But anyway, it's a little bit different, but it is a little bit of a different take on a stamp bundle that you wouldn't think I'd used. Let me show you. So I'm going to use the Country Birdhouse bundle, and you would think that this card should have a birdhouse on it, but it doesn't. But I wanted to show you that stamps that have like a main image that you would think that's what you can only use the stamp set for is what you should do. I want to show you that no, you can take parts and pieces of that and create something totally different. Let me show you how I made this. Let's move that out of the way. So I started with a half a sheet of Pebbled Path cardstock, which I've scored at 4 1/4. Let's fold that in half and get that scored nice and sharp. Nice little sharp score line there. Okay. Then I used a piece of Whisper White and another piece of Pebbled Path, which I embossed with the Timbers embossing folder. So let's glue those two elements together. Okay. Let's get that. I did a pretty small border here. I just did an 1/8 inch border because the white is so stark against the Pebbled Path. So I didn't do the full 1/4 inch border there. I did an 1/8 inch border. If you need to get specific cutting instructions, be sure to go hop on over to my blog at stampersclub.com. The link is in the description, and it'll take you to the blog post for this card that'll give you the cutting instructions that I used. And of course, if you are enjoying my videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button there. All right, so now I brought in some of the designer paper from the Countryside Lace designer paper. I mean, isn't this just like the funnest piece of paper ever? Right? It's got so much color in it. And of course, the flip side is, you know, a wood grain. Blue wood grain, but wood grain. Kind of goes with the theme of my wood grain embossing here, right? All right. So then I'm going to bring in my greeting, which I'm going to stamp in the Misty Moonlight. All right, I got to stand up for this. Okay, so I don't know if you've noticed, but I've mounted my stamp on an angle. And that's because when I look at stuff, the edges of the stamp seem to distract me. So I'm going to do it on the angle so that I'm not like trying to square something. I'm trying to actually see where it's stamping rather than square it up. And perfect. So basically, the only thing I've used out of this stamp set is this greeting. But I've used a lot of the dies. All right, so this is going to get popped up on some dimensionals. You know, the girls' diamonds, I keep telling you, these are my diamonds. This is what makes the card stand out. Literally. I mean, when it's all flat, it's cute, but when you give it some layers, it's even cuter, right? Give it just that little bit of a texture so it stands out a little bit from the card there, right? You get a little bit more depth in your card. Makes it, I don't know, cozier, warmer, says, hey, I care about you, that I made this for you. So in the dies, I'm going to pull out these two little flowers, right? Those are the same. There's other flowers here too. We'll use those on another card, don't worry. And the leaf. Now the interesting thing is I'm going to use this element. Now it's meant to be the little opening for the birdhouse, but I want this little teeny tiny little circle out of there. So one die, two purposes, all right? And here's what I've got. I need 3 leaves, 3 of the larger flowers in Petal Pink, and 3 of the smaller flowers in Misty Moonlight, and then some Lemon Lally little centers, right? So those were the 3 dies that I used. Okay, let's assemble these flowers here. I'm going to grab my foam pad here because I want to do a little bit of texturizing here. All right, I'm going to get these little flowers up here and show you a little trick to give them a little more oomph. I'm going to grab my stylus, and I'm just going to kind of push in the center. Give it a little bit of a circle See how it kind of makes the petals kind of stand up and it's kind of random? What's happening is when I push into this, I'm actually stretching the paper by giving it a little bit of a swirl going around there. So it gives the paper a little bit of a stretch, so it changes the actual shape of the paper. All right, let's grab those like that. Now I want it on the pink ones, I want to put these yellow centers. So I'm going to get some liquid glue and I'm going to put maybe a dot. This one's kind of oozing out. I must have had that on an airplane at some point. Ooh, that was way too much glue. I want just a little bit. This one's kind of, I had it upside down, but it was kind of oozing. Wow. See, that's why everybody has this love-hate relationship with that glue. And then I'm going to take my pick tool and get my little center in there. Okay. And this one, I'm going to get a little bit of glue on that from that one, maybe, because that one has a little bit too much glue and this one didn't quite get enough glue. And we'll get that one there. And that needs to be flipped over. I love this take your pick tool. Isn't it amazing? I like that it's one tool, one tool, but you have the spatula, but this also flips over so that you have a little piercing tool too. So you actually kind of get, when you're packing to go someplace, you got one tool, but you got 3 tools for real. So that's kind of nice, right? All right, so let's get these added to my card. I'm going to use that liquid glue again, but hopefully not have it ooze out everywhere. Let me squeeze a little out of there. All right. So I want to have a little, I'm going to do my leaves last. So my, actually, let's start this way. Let's get some mini dimensionals because I want some of this on dimensionals. So of my first one on the petal pink, I want to put kind of here on this corner here and get a little blue one here and a little baby dimensional that sticks to my fingernails. And I'm going to put that one below it, but I'm going to stick it to the card, not the label, not that white cardstock. That way it's a little bit lower. And we'll get another pink one. This is pretty in pink paper. And I'm going to put that on the corner of the greeting label thing here. And then this one, I'm going to put this leaf in here. I'm going to attach my leaf with my dimensional. That's a good adhesive. Dimensionals are adhesive too, That way my leaf kind of sticks out of there. And I'm going to put that on, I'm going to put that next to it. So I'm going to put that like right there. Okay. And let's get these little ones. And that's what I want my liquid glue for here. So I want a little bit of, these are really oozing today. I want this one right here. Liquid glue, I could have used glue dots would work too. Now you can either do it from here. I need to get some of this glue off of here. Hang on. All right, or you can actually touch the paper and set your flower onto the glue. Either way works. All right, there we go. Now for the little leaves here, I want to get some glue on this one and I want to put it underneath here. There we go. And where'd my third one go? Oh, there it is. And get some glue on this one and slide it underneath here. There we go. So we have some leaves in different varying spots here. I don't like the way that one went. There we go. I like it further down. And my circle moved. All right. Then to finish this off, this is a super quick card, guys. I'm going to use some of these smoky slate, basic gray and smoky slate pearls. These are new. Oh, I just lost this right here. Keeps going off my thing. I think I caught it and it's not on a glue dot anymore. But let me get my spatula here. And I want to use I'm going to use the darker ones, and I'm going to use the smaller ones. And I want to put the gray in the, oh my goodness. Actually, I want to use the little bit lighter one in the center of my little blue flowers. Put those right in the center there. And one more in the center of this one. So I did my centers. Some of them have pearls and some of them have the little yellow circle. So you have a little bit of a variety. I'm going to pull these leaves back up a little bit. I flattened them out when I pushed on them. They fold up really nice. And voila, you have one very simple non-country birdhouse card. Isn't that cute? All right. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you like my videos. I'd love to have you subscribe. Comments are always welcome. I love comments. And of course, like I said, the link to the actual post for this on my blog is in the details below. And you can go over there and get all of the fun cutting instructions. You guys have a great day. Bye for now.